What's up, beautiful people? Ugly people. If you consider yourselves ugly, not beautiful, and you felt unwelcome, come in. I think you're beautiful. So, um, I had said on my last video I was moving along on these Marvel ones to get them done so I could review the Spider Man movie and kind of get them in the timeline before the December one comes out. So I did go and see Spider Man. I believe I said that in my last video. It was awesome. Um, and so was, I mean, you know, the new Avengers Thunderbolts movie was good. I wouldn't say it was awesome, but here we go on to the Fantastic Four, the first steps, I believe is what they called it. This is a whole new timeline, new world. Um, it's outside of the universe that we've known entirely, so this is its own place where the Fantastic Four are the only superheroes that have ever existed. And so they're the ones who always save their world, which is kind of cool in a way. I like the aesthetic of the movie. It looked cool. Kind of like I don't know, like the Jetsons or something. It reminds you of the Jetsons. It's almost like like happy and I don't know, happy go lucky, and they always just save the day. Dun dun! Like awesome superheroes. And for me, just, full disclosure, I always thought the Fantastic Four was like third rate comics for me. Um, I was never even that big into Marvel, to be frank about it. But I liked them enough where I've watched the movies in the past, like everybody else. I would say I've been disappointed by these movies in the past. And I thought this was the best of all of the Fantastic Four movies that I've seen. And I actually really enjoyed myself. Uh, the whole Reed versus Johnny, like, kind of, not rivalry, but just the bickering of, like, an older brother figure who's trying to quell down the rebellious punk teenager guy. That worked. The seriousness of Reed juxtaposed with the intelligent but lighthearted and silly Sue, kind of like balancing each other out. That worked. Ben Grimm turning into the thing and being unable to like relate with women really, which is bothersome to his soul because he just wants like a girlfriend, and that worked. And Johnny and Ben just like irritable with each other all the time, like bickering like brothers. That worked. Um, Sue just having a heart for Johnny, but being like no nonsense with him because that's her brother and he's a punk kid. That worked. Even the look of the thing this time, I thought was the first time in a movie that I've ever seen it that it worked for me. So, as an overall matter, I think this movie really did, like, it just worked. And I thought that they felt like a family. So that was awesome. I've ever seen that people are kind of crying about there being a female Silver Surfer. But for me personally, I thought that she was awesome. She was like alien feeling and menacing and just like I thought she was perfect for the role. And the Silver Surfer has been a woman at points, so I don't see that it was like outside of the nerd lore or whatever people were flipping out about. Like, who even knows? But I mean, honestly, that's the thing. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. I read comics, and if they make a comic book movie and it doesn't go the way that I like didn't want it to go, I'm like, well, how is that person's vision? And how can you just be mad about stuff like that? People need to chill out. The Silver Surfer was good. Um, I thought that the special effects, even though they would have probably looked kind of cheesy in any other Marvel movie, I thought they actually looked good in this one. Um, they just blended with the world. So even though they may have been, you couldn't have used the special effects in this film in Endgame or whatever, for this movie, they really worked. I thought they really worked. I felt like they felt like a family. Um, and what more can you ask for? I mean, honestly, I think nobody was really expecting much from this movie because these movies have been so horrible. Basically, all Fantastic Four movies have just gotten really rotten reviews and not done well. So I think everyone was expecting that again, but in my estimation, that's not really what we got here. Um, and I also liked the way that the point of the film was, love, honor, and sacrifice for the people that you love and honor. Because that's the world, baby. If you don't understand it yet, that's real. You should love the people that you spend your time with. You should honor the people that you choose to have around you. And, you know, you should sacrifice yourself for the things that you love because that's all that's really important. When it comes down to it, if you're not doing those things, if you have to start with one. So if you're looking around the spaces where you reside and hopefully you have some people around you, maybe you don't. If you don't, you can send me some kind of private message and we can talk about it. And you look around the people that you have around you, and if they're making an effort to love you and you're not making an effort to love them, well, I think you already know that you need to be doing a little bit better there. So take that in consideration because sometimes movies do come with lessons. And if the lesson of a movie has anything to do with love, then you got to think in your head that this movie, at the very minimum, is better than, a movie that didn't try. And this isn't the greatest movie in the world, but I'm going to give it a solid 8 because I did find it to be enjoyable. And I think that if you like Marvel movies, this movie had good casting, good acting, good enough special effects for the world they were doing, and it's building up towards what's coming. So I enjoyed that because nothing is. It seems like they're building up the world in a smarter way this time. After they had finished with Endgame, they just kind of like got all disjointed, obviously. People weren't really feeling it. So they've moved direction, and I think they're headed in something a little bit better. So if you want to watch a Marvel movie, check out The First Steps. Have a good night.